how are you? Hey there, how are you? Today we're heading to Maine from North Carolina. I've got the annual guys fishing trip up in Allagash Lake. Looking forward to it. Going to be bringing you guys along for the ride. Hopefully this isn't too much of an undertaking for me and I can make this be quite enjoyable for people to watch. But yeah, first and foremost, let's hit the road. Got the GPS on, looking like it's going to take us 14 hours to get to Brewer, Maine, where my buddy Brad lives. Gonna spend the night with him tomorrow night, and then we'll get up early in the morning on Thursday, like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll be heading to up to Lincoln, exit 227, to meet the other fellas that are going on the trip and pack everyone into the 2 trucks that we'll be traveling in. Looking forward to it. I do have some stops along the way. Going to be stopping in Portland, Maine, to stop at my buddy's bubble tea shop. So I always tell my friend Bowser that I'm going to stop in and burst my bubble tea cherry, but I never do. So I'm going to be a man of my word. Stop this time on my way through. Hopefully catch up with him and have a good experience at the bubble tea shop. Then after the bubble tea shop's done, I'm going to move on over to Lewiston, which is just probably 45 minutes to an hour drive north. Pick up a travel guitar that one of my buddies, Kieran, would like to have on the trip. So I'm going to stop and pick that up for him. And then we'll be traveling to Brewer, to Brad's house. I think I'm definitely getting the lobster roll when I get into Brewer. I'm going to go to the Eagle's Nest. I'm definitely going to go over and stop at the old house and take a couple photos, maybe videotape it and send it to Elliot. My son has been missing his childhood home quite a bit this year, so I think he'll enjoy that. But it is almost 8:40. It's getting quite dark. I don't know how much I'm going to tape until we get into some daylight, but I'll do little check-ins here and there, and if I can make a time-lapse work while driving, I will do that. All right, we have just hit Delaware. I shouldn't say just hit. We've been in Delaware for probably a good hour and a half, 2 hours. We are almost out of Delaware, almost into New Jersey. It's been really uneventful. Nothing much has happened. I just filled up, paid $3.60 for regular gas, equaling 12 gallons, $43. So not too shabby. Gonna stop, get some food, hopefully get some Dunkin' Donuts here, get back on the road. As soon as the sun comes up, I'll be sure to say hello and chat to you guys a little bit. So stay tuned. Good morning. It is 5:07 in the morning. We have traveled throughout the night since 8:30 last night when I last left you. We went a different route than we normally do. Typically go up through Richmond, Virginia, go through just the brunt of it, and go into Maryland and then Delaware. But instead, I went out towards Virginia Beach and I wanted to go across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge and tunnels, and that ended up being my only source of traffic. They were doing maintenance on the bridge and tunnels, and I was in standstill traffic for maybe 10-15 minutes. Outside of that, I've experienced no traffic whatsoever. 7.3 miles away from getting off CT15, and we've hit a traffic jam. I don't know what's going on, but looking pretty nasty. So while we sit here in traffic, let's talk about Allagash. Allagash is GTI, and it's a water system of 90 miles. It's a stream that connects multiple different lakes and ponds together that people from all over the country, potentially even the world, come and canoe or paddle that water system. We won't be paddling that long. We're going to be paddling probably about a mile upstream from the lake. there's 2 boat launches, and I put in quotations boat launches, place where you just drag your canoe into the stream and go. And then there's another spot up the road called Johnson Pond, and depending on the water level of the stream will dictate whether we go to Johnson Pond or if we go to the actual boat launch up the road a little ways. More states to go.
Welcome to Massachusetts.
Thanks, Google. How about that? Yeah, so let's see, where we at? We are at 2.5 hours left, 163 miles, arriving at 9:41 at Uncharted T. Looking forward to it. Almost in New Hampshire, baby! Here's the sign right here. Look at you. Now oh my gosh, there it is. In the distance. Not sure if you can even see it from this far, but slow down a little bit because I'm going a little too fast, a little excited. I'm trying to think of another state that welcomes you with a beautiful bridge like Maine does. Let me know of a state that welcomes you like this. Anybody that lives in Maine coming home loves this bridge right here. Yay! State line Maine, baby! Hey there. Just got done meeting with my buddy Bowser. Just had wonderful bubble tea for the first time. He treated me to a couple different types of flavors. Really enjoyed it for my first time. He's got a beautiful setup. Since he didn't make me pay for the bubble tea, I had to get a t-shirt, so I'll be repping that at some point this vacation. But if you're ever in Portland, Maine and want some really good bubble tea, go on over to Congress Street for Uncharted Tea, and Michael and his crew will take care of you. Almost to our old house here in Levant, Maine. Just pulling onto the horseback road, and yeah, just really excited to show Elliot this clip because he's gonna love it. I'm curious if they've built anything more on the road. There was a couple like clear cuttings before we left, so I'm curious if there's any changes there. But yeah, this used to be my old stomping grounds. Oh, I don't miss this whatsoever. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't miss the bumps. Every spring/summer, we'd have to put in some money to help, bring some gravel in here, and the neighbors up the road would bring in some gravel and use their tractor and spread it out. But it's just one of those perks of living on the edge of a dirt road, or end of a dirt road. So looks like they haven't done much there. They've planted a couple trees, but nothing much. And then over here, that's starting to grow back in. So that was all cut. Here is my old house. Looks good. And then Janelle lived there. Hey Janelle, hope all is well. Oh wow, they widened this up. Nice. Very nice. So, just got done visiting with some family, my aunt, and I'm now heading on over to Brad's house. Going to go get some groceries, pack up, and get ready, and then get some sleep. I have officially been up for 30 plus hours. I think 32 hours I've been up. I'm ready for bed. It's 2:35 in the morning. Let's fucking go, baby.